G'day there, I'm Tony Fountain, the man they call the Rainbow Chaser. Look, I suppose this is probably a very funny place to be recording a video. I'm sitting here on a rural property waiting for a client to arrive, but I find the Australian bush is just a wonderful place to to replenish your soul somewhat. And I guess the quote that I've used to start this video is about being a dreamer of the day. And I've just been reading sort of the Australian Financial Review here, and a couple of articles about us young Australians who've had a go, you know, and Lawrence of Arabia's quote, which is on this particular bulletin, says that all men dream, but not equally. For the dreamers of the night awakened to find it was merely their vanity, but the dreamers of the day are the dangerous ones, for they dream with their eyes open and they make things happen. And you know, I reckon that's what we've got to do in Australia. I really do. We've got to become dreamers of the day. We've just had, hopefully, come out of 8 years of absolute political wilderness between Prime Ministers Rudd, Gillard and Abbott, who, whatever the reason, stuffed the whole thing up. And hopefully we're back on track. But that's going to be a decade as history goes by, as looks back and says, oh, geez, Australia lost an opportunity there. So we've got to make the most of it. And I was just reading a story in the Fin there about a fella and his father and his young fella who went to crowdfunding to selling honey flow beehive thing. Went to crowdfunding hoping to get 70,000. At the moment they're up to 11.7 million. But you see, that all came out of a dream that they were honey beekeepers, a dream that they could do it better. And that's what I think, you know, and hopefully Malcolm Turnbull's going to put this culture into Australia, that we can do it better, we can be smarter. The other day I was reading in the Fin about a company in Geelong that make tyre rims. They're now exporting them to the world. So instead of this bloody old mentality we had where we only do sheep or coal or whatever, we're actually becoming innovative and having a go. And I think that's the bit I try and encourage, you know, is be prepared to have a go. Sure, you're going to get sat in your ass. That's happened to me a few times in my life. But hell, if you don't have a go, you'll never make it. And I think we've lived in Lotus Land for the last 20-odd years. Those of you who are watching this video who went through the 91 recession in Australia will well remember the effect of that. I think Paul Keating was right, though. That was a recession we had to have because that jerked us out of our tupa pretty smartly. But there were over 100,000 people lost their jobs, and some of the older people in that never actually got to work again. So it came at a pretty fair cost. So Australia, let's go. Let's make it happen. Let's get out there. It doesn't matter what industry you're in. Think positive. Think outside the square. We can make it happen. Become dreamers of the day. Anyway, my client's coming down the road now, so I better stop rabbiting on. If you'd like to converse with me about that, my contact details are just down here. Send me an email, give me a phone call, have a look at the website, whatever. But, you know, let's be positive. Let's kick the ball and let's make the thing go, Australia. Come on, we're good and we can be better. Okay, see ya.